Hello, fellow wanderers. I'm Endri, and thank you for joining me as we wander through some more Sunless Sea. And I just dropped off the last of the supply for the Zeppelin. It's time to return to the exquisite Shinocell for your reward. The apes will handle the final details. The overseers dispatched a pair of spare monkeys to ready to the Sovereign Island. The trip is endlessly more pleasurable without having to do all the rowing. By the time you arrive, the exquisite Shinocell has already summoned the court. Monkeys of every status lie in the silent gallery, waiting the pleasure of the Emperor. There's no applause as you walk in the silent gallery. There is, however, a measure of gratitude and grudging respect buzzing in the air. The exquisite Shinocell addresses the court. My fellows, my friends, a great new era is upon us. Soon the great exodus shall begin, and we shall forge the second great empire in the land far, far away. Require everything we have and more. Only if we all pull together, from our highest to our lowest, one united empire, striding forward in unison, can we prove ourselves worthy of the souls we have claimed. She pauses, gesture to you, but we would not be here but without one human, one with the bravery to stand against the prejudice of their bat people. By impure decree, it shall therefore be our guest's honor to give the name of the instrument of our salvation. She turns to you, the monkeys leaning expectantly. I am going to call it the Pax Imperialis, because why not? Shinocell listens, nods, and turns to the audience. The human has spoken, she shouts. Our salvation will be named the soaring glory of the Emperor Crispin IV, greatest of his name. With a slight raise of his right paw, the Emperor graciously gives you audience permission to whoop. Bloody monkeys. At least they pay up as promised. We get 3 Rage Wrench Cinders. This is another way you can get a Rage Wrench Cinder. We should go back to the Silent Gallery real quick. We would like to gain the Emperor's favor. Steal the Zeppelin? Now there's an idea. Shade is so well guarded. You would need to get behind him if you want to stab him in the back. An offer is made. The exquisite Shinocell bows politely. You have done quite enough for the court, she assures you. None could possibly ask for a finer friend to. The human may approach. The Shinocell's powdered face turns a shade paler. Exquisite Shinocell falls silent as you approach the golden throne, close enough to see the fury in the Emperor's eyes, behind the mask. Your people, your precious admiralty, he pauses to spit, your batmasters, do not think us unaware of what you say about us in your ivory towers. Us poor little primitives, daring to dream ourselves your equals. The exquisite Shinocell backs away. Her emperor's tone is caramel laced with glass. 15 souls united in hate. You wish our favor? He gestures for a box. I wish for fire. I wish for flame. I wish for those who have starved us to lie in the streets, their corpses spurned by the rats, and the mangeist of your hounds. Mangeist. No, or mangiest. It's mangiest. Wow, I don't see that word very often. Of your hounds. All this was come to pass before the voyage. All was planned, but time. The box is pressed to your hands. I grant you a chance then to use as you will. Deliver this. Throw it in the sea. It matters little. If not today, then some generation hence your peoples shall learn regret for their sins. Let me, however, travel on the wings of that satisfaction. You shall stand by me in the Second Empire. Now get out of my sight. There you go. We're so close now, but I am so badly beat up. So now we run. We run home as quickly as possible. And we look at our ship and go, 38 hull, make it home, that stupid dreadnought over there. That stupid dreadnought got me. Oh, that was painful. So now we return to London. Now we return to London indeed, but this time things change. Oh, things change. We head, I don't know, I guess we head west past Polythreme to Tomo Island. Yep. We've got plenty of supplies to make the trip. I think what I will do actually is I will go into our hold and I will equip... Oh, we have to dock. Can't equip it unless we're docked. We'll do it at Polythreme. We'll lose a crew to gain a little bit more speed. We're going to need the speed. Oh, we're close now. We are close. Oh, this is always the part that... This is the nerve-wracking part where everything's set up. And we've got to remember to get Storm and Salt's favor, and we have to keep our terror very low on the way back. If our terror gets over, I think, 40, there's a chance we could lose Salt or Storm's favor, and that would be bad. It's very hard to get those back without crossing the sea again. which I do not look forward to. We actually have them both right now. Or, sorry, you have stone and salts. We need storms, which we can get from the Hunter's Island. We'll make sure to do that before we head out. Where are we, by the way? Okay, we're a ways away from Poly 3. We should have plenty of fuel to make the trip. We could always pick up some more on Demo Island. We'll have a very specific route we'll be taking home, or be taking back from home. We'll be going through the Salt Lions to get the terror reduction there. We'll be going through Demo Island to get the supplies and the terror reduction that you can get from that. We're going to try to not run into this rat barge, which is awfully far away from home. We will head then towards the Mangrove College, where we'll feast and be merry. And then we'll head on home, or head on to the Monkey Island for our final reward, as it were. I do kind of want to hurry this along, though. The more time we take, the worse everything gets. Turn on our light, because we're actually kind of running high on terror, which is unfortunate. I don't know how we got that much terror built up on the trip over, but it'll be okay. We'll gather intelligence for now. We'll actually carry claim into London because we can. And I'm going to put We Are Clay in, which will speed us up a bit. It won't seem like it, but it really will. Ow. Okay, now I'm down to half hull. Oops. So now we'll churn through the water a little faster. Mo Island, then the Salt Lions, and then we're home. We shouldn't run into anything particularly dangerous at this point in the journey. That Solar Dreadnought just absolutely wrecked me. Shot me. Hit for 17 damage. Ridiculously powerful guns. And there's no way to avoid their guns either. Eyes on deck, please. Lose terror. Thank you. What are we doing? We're getting there. So you can see our food usage is going up very slowly. We'll have plenty of supplies. Before you do the next event, buy anything you need, sell anything you don't want, and get ready to go. And then make sure you've done whatever you need to get your terror down to 0 before you head out. That part's actually really important. Terror being high is a real problem because you'll have no way to reduce it. Once you've done this next event, it is endgame. You are done. you have a limited amount of terror to work with because you can't go back to London. And while you can reduce terror outside of London, it's difficult. Possible. It is definitely possible. There are definitely places like Frostbound where you could reduce terror. A couple other places. Can't remember if this reduces terror, but we're going to check it out. 2 terror. And we get some supplies, so we'll definitely stop by here. Don't worry, you're not. I don't believe you're instantly thrown into doing the event the moment you arrive back in London. I believe you have time to have night with the family and get your news and all that kind of stuff before you're cast out. I don't recall, but we'll know in a bit. I don't know how much faster we're actually moving at the moment. It's hard to tell on this little ship. Engine power upgrades don't actually do a whole lot. But I know we're definitely moving faster because we can outrun some things that we normally couldn't outrun. And then when we reach the Monkey Island... Sorry, the Isle of Hands. Nope, 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 nope. Once we reach the Isle of Hands, we'll spend all our secrets. I'll probably spend them all on Veils. for our next captain to make good use of. We'll see how we end up. They're definitely going to come through here to get rid of any terror that we accumulate on the way by visiting the Unmakers. Lose 5 terror, it's fine. I'm not that worried about getting the Sinkstone to London. Head north now. We do want to head to Vendabite, though, just to just one more captivating treasure we can turn in, liquidate. We've got plenty of time, plenty of fuel. Terror's not so high as to worry about it. I guess we are moving at a pretty good clip. The big thing is you don't want to put really big engines on this ship. It doesn't do you any good. Your base engine is pretty good. The boost you get from Maybe's Daughter and the Clayman, I think it's a total of 350, pushes this thing about as fast as you're going to push it. And the big engines consume a lot of fuel, and you don't have a lot of hold space for fuel. And since engine determines fuel consumption, nothing else, bigger engines are only really good on bigger ships. That's why they suggest using like Maybe's Daughter or the Clayman to increase your engine power. I think we're going to need to talk to Cynthia for Storm's favor. We'll find out. Pretty sure it's not Phoebe. We are running through fuel really quickly. Oh yeah, we're definitely cruising though. Turn off the light for now because I am burning through fuel a little. Well, we got 5 fuel to make it up there. We'll probably be okay. I'll stop by them on the way back. Actually, no, I'll stop by them on the way through now. We need Storm, which I think we need to talk to Cynthia. That was Salt, which is not good. News. Lucy. Stone. So we actually did need to talk to Phoebe. Fine. We're still good. Did reduce our terror a bit though, which is nice. We'll just get the event next time to finish it off. Restless Nights. What's our options? Ignore them. Lose 1 tear. Fantastic. Turn off our light. Get away from this thing. You just had to spot me, didn't you? Ow. I'm not dying to a freaking sea pinnace. Resupply is fantastic. That is not a Lauren. Ah, great, we're bugged. It was not a Lauren fluke, but that means we're bugged now, which means combats are going to be annoying to end. That's alright, it doesn't matter. We'll gather gossip over here. And the curator. Fantastic. We're done here. We'll go put that in our mansion. Or not our mansion, our townhouse. Repair our ship. Get everything in order before we head out. We're close now. We're very close. Terror's at 33, so we're okay. Talking to the sister when we get back to Hunter's Keep will get us down to 20, somewhere in the mid-20s probably. And then talking to our child, reading the newspaper, will take care of the rest. Friendly ship. It's always nice to see. Could pirate it. Not going to. Yeah, I really looking forward to getting this over with and done. We'll talk to Phoebe, which got us storms, lost 5 terror, gained a supply. Oh, it's only 5 terror. Thought it was more for her, but it wasn't. It's all right. To London we go. Actually cut it really close on fuel. We'll be heading out of here with however much fuel we can carry. We've got plenty enough supplies to make the trip. We might get stopped at the docks, in fact. Well, doesn't matter. Let's see what happens. Oh, we don't actually have something that awaits us at the moment. It's fine. We can make do with that. Yeah, we're not required to do anything here. Deliver the claim in first. Put our ship in dry dock. I didn't actually want to do that. I wanted to do the Admiralty Yards. Fantastic. We want to go to the shipment. 1,000 echoes right now. Dang. Here we go. And submit our port reports. Fantastic. How are we doing? 12 fuel. Not a whole lot, actually. Lodgings. Read the papers just to read them. Visit our study. Dorm with the treasure. We now have 10. 12 is the most we could have. We could actually still get some more, but we're not that worried about it. Let's go to the tattoo parlor. Increase our veils. Lose 25 terror. Fantastic. We're going to go to the Alarming Scholar. I'm gonna sell off all this stuff. Oops. Because we might as well. $800 echoes per Radiant Cinder. That's actually really good. And that's all we've got there. Let's actually talk to the Dark Speckled Admiral. I want to give you moves in the Great Game because they're worth 30 echoes, so we might as well. Let's see here. Okay. Roser's Wharf. Nothing we can do there, so we're going to go ahead and sit here for just a moment. Just so I can... Actually, no. We're not even going to need to bother. Our terror's down to 4. We're okay. Oops. Except we do actually need to do the thing we came here to do. So I'll actually buy up our fuel just about did a stupid there. Okay. So first of all, that should be plenty of fuel to get us where we're going. You're here. It's time to make a decision. The contents of this box change everything. It's not specified who to deliver it to. It does say where. It is not a salubrious part of the city. If you do this, you'll never be able to return to London again. You're committing yourself to stealing the Zeppelin and ending your career. Go. Anarchy reigns. It's not the woman they call February who meets you. She is merely the one to whom you are taken, having been thoroughly interrogated by a pair of the least gentlemanly thugs of the service of the Calendar Council. She reads the Emperor's documents with first suspicion and a smirk, finally is merely with glee, the polite comment that your current state of consciousness is now surplus to the requirements. Days that follow London burns. You see little of it from your windowless room, but overhear much and smell more than you would like. Eventually you're released, a hated face racing to the docks and fleeing as fast as you can sail. Your life here is over. Yeah, they don't even... And I don't even want to go into that whole mess. Check our hold. Sorry, check our journal. We have attention of all of the gods. All right. We head southeast. Yeah, you're done. You don't ever get to go back now. If you do, your game ends, and it ends in a bad end. So don't do it. I really don't want to deal with the pirate poet, which is who I assume that is. It is. We're not gonna have a choice though, except that I think she's pretty blind. Yeah, she's pretty blind. We're pretty quick. No problem. Upped our terror a little bit because we had to keep the light off, but we're alright. Oh, we're not bugged. Thought we might have been bugged there, but we're not, so all's good. Turn on our light again because terror is increasing. It's at 8. We'll get it back down to 3, which is nice. Okay, go ahead and visit the Unmakers. Lose 5 terror. We are not going to bother with a port report because it will do us absolutely no good. And that's another pirate ship, which is irritating. Just keep turning in circles, please. Or don't. Note that they are fairly blind. Yeah, they're already lost us this far away. We're good. All clear. It is annoying that it's going to keep us from turning our light on for a bit. Okay, we're good now. We would like our something awaits us to pop up though. Please? There we go. With the best engine in the game, you can go a long time. Oh, really? Is this what we're doing? Go away. T with the factor, lose 2 terror, get a supply. Fantastic. Okay, our next stop is the Melting Isles. Where we will hopefully eat a nice lunch, head on to the Monkey Islands. We're so close. Like, the big danger really is losing the favor of Storm or Salt on the way. That usually doesn't happen until you've started getting terror events, though, so we're probably fine. I hope. turn away from us, they're not really going to be able to keep tracking us. Yeah. Thank you, increased speed and fog bank. And that light pole that they always seem to get stuck on. Oh, gone too far though. Don't need supplies, we've got plenty. So we are in fact just swinging by here to eat, drink, and be merry. And we're off. That was nice. Absolutely zero terror now. See, like the Melting Isles here, it's got a big terror reduction. Frostbound has a big terror reduction. I know there's a couple other places you can lose terror. I mean, you can always lose terror for the cost of echoes. The big thing about not being able to access London anymore is you can't turn in port reports for easy echoes. And those echoes, like not having those, really adds up. So, you know, once you've made that choice, they are not kidding. You have committed to ending the game. Keep that in mind. That being said, we're almost there. Terror's doing fine. We're just now at 1 terror. I think we're gonna be okay. I am not stopping at the Fathom King's Hold. There is no reason to, because we can't turn in a port report. I mean, we could go say hello or something. Whatever. We have no need for the Fathom King's Hold. That will not always be the case. There will come a point when we'll have a need for the Fathom King's Hold. If for no other reason than to... Whoa. I really don't want to deal with you, buddy. You could just lose sight of me. That'd be fantastic. Carrying all sorts of stuff on the way. That's kind of annoying. Alright, we're almost there. Now the only thing that's going to happen is we're going to run into a solar dreadnought. It's somehow going to take me from full health to dead in the time it takes me to get around the islands. I really hope not. Though those things are super annoying. They've caused me lots of issues. I see you. I see you right there. You stupid freaking thing. It's fine. We have almost no terror. So we can make the rest of this trip with the light off. I bought way too much fuel. It doesn't matter. So we're going to talk to Maybe's daughter here. Get to port. Just because. Okay, we're going to increase our veils. We have a lot of these, so we're just going to keep using these. Get this as high as we possibly, high as we can, because we have no other use for secrets at the moment. Fantastic. All right. We made it. So we have that. We don't have that. got that, we've got that. The east beckons. With the blessing of storm and salt, your crew will trade Z for sky. You need to get behind the Emperor, though, to stab him in the back. Your voyage is blessed by the spilled blood of betrayed monkeys and the impotent howls of the Emperor. What will happen with the Empire of Hands now that you have stolen its dreams is neither your concern nor your problem. No return. The lights of a home you can never return to soon dim, as does the crew's excitement. The journey ahead is long, and while the Z-Bats steer clear of your vessel, more mundane fears of starvation and thirst grow as the rations start to shrink. For a tale no one else will know. For days, weeks, maybe more, the Z is but a flat darkness, as distant as a jilted lover. Supplies are almost gone, mutinies are murmured, until as all hope is gone, land ho comes the impossible cry. We now have a traveling light. We are, of course, going to grab Pupil and Salvager to retain our money and our veils. So we're going to start with 70 veils, which is nice. Yes, we want this to be our legacy. We'll make our next captain here real quick. We'll choose a past. It's fine. We can't take veils because it won't up it at all. I would like to get mirrors, which will be a natural philosopher. I'll put up to 75 mirrors and 70 veils at start. I would say that is not bad. Gain 20 echoes, gain a plausible sturgeon. Someone looking for passage. What is our goal? Immortality, father's bones, wealth, or private kingdom? Immortality. The Presbyterate guards its secrets fiercely, but amidst the clamor and the beer stains of the blind helmsman, a salt-scarred navigator is telling tales of the continent's deepest interior. A city called Nida, the origin of the Presbyter's long life. Where is he getting his information? Bring wine. He's susceptible to wine. You'll find the navigator, your first clue, in London. We will be my lord. And we'll go with this one. I believe this is now Endri the Third. Accept that. We are going to sell this book. We're going to talk to a passenger. Agree to carry the Gnomic Gallivant to the Cimmerian Canal or the Iron and Misery Funging Station, or both. That's fine. Plus, at his chest, ruby studs gleam in the lamplight. I knew London had enterprising still left in it. I am seeking the truce, my lord, which I am told I may find in the Iron Misery Funging Station and the Cimmerian Canal. Ideally, I'd learn both, but I could settle for one. For Port Cecil, there will be a contest, and we will change the world with a game of chess. A king will fall. So we need to buy a cask of mushroom wine. We might as well do that while we're here. It's not like it's expensive. The Blind Helmsman is a Wolfstack institution, a centuries-old pub held together by a crust of fry smoke with the nautical mementos nailed to the walls. When you enter, the salt-scared navigator is already in full flow. City deep in the interior of Nida, it's called. They decide the span of every life. Ghost Tales of Immortality from. Nida's walls are basalt, but within them it's close to paradise as a man can make. Thousand fountains, the streets paved with gem slabs, and the air sweet with honeysuckle and orange groves. How does he know? Has he been there? Straight from the source. One bottle and he loosens his waistcoat. Second, he loosens his tongue. No, I've never been in Nida, not in the flesh at least. He leans close. But I once tasted red honey and the memories of a man who had. I only saw fragments, an army at the walls, a breach, a rallying cry, liberty, equality, eternity. A third bottle. Where could you taste those memories for yourself? Go to the Isle of Cats. Talk to the cat's chiefest claw. Ask about the far-traveled notary. But if you are wise, you'll do like me. Use what you learn to get free drinks. Immortality is for gods and monsters. So we have to go to the Isle of Cats. We'll read the morning papers. We'll head back to the city. We'll go ahead and put offer passage to a tomb colonist, because we might as well. We'll visit the Admiralty's office. Ask if there's anything particular they need. Iron Fungine, somewhere not far from home waters. That's nice. And I think at that point, we're pretty well set. We could buy a better ship at this point, but I'm not going to. Instead, we're going to run through the next game, playing it as if this is our first and only captain, and see what we can get. I'll be running through events fairly quickly and all of that, but I think for now, that's probably enough. Let's just save real quick. Call it apart. So until our paths cross again, have fun and stay safe, everyone.